Well, it's cleaned up pretty well. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to take off the handlebars and the carburetor next, I believe, is what I should do. This is all that's left of the air filter. It's this hunk here. It was a foam air filter, and it's just kind of turned into goop in there. I don't know if the mice had anything to do with that or not, but you sure wouldn't want to start it up without an air filter. A two-stroke engine will destroy itself real fast. Now, to disconnect the self-propelled part of this engine from the gearbox here, there's a spring on here and a little drive shaft coming out. It's just a square piece of key stock. You push this back and you can see it's loose just by doing that. That's how you get it loose. Put it on just like that. Just a spring is all it is that's driving it. This is the rust hole in the muffler. The muffler comes apart in two halves. This is more mouse nest in here. Haven't found any dead mice yet. But there's a lot of acorns and seeds in there. But because this was uphill, I'm hoping that the mice didn't get in the cylinder. This is the exhaust port for the cylinder, but it has little round holes. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're circular exhaust ports, and there's three of them, three small holes in there. But because it's uphill, I don't think the mice got in there, you know, when this thing was sitting right side up. This is how I fixed the hole in the muffler, and I don't think mice are going to get in there again, and I don't think it'll blow out again, because you can probably see it's a pretty thick piece of steel I put in here, and I just brazed it in there. But this is right across from the exhaust port on the engine, so the exhaust is blowing this way, and that's probably what burned it out, because it's a pretty big engine compared to what lawn boys used to have. These are some of the fasteners that go on the lawnmower, and I've decided they're pretty rusty, and as long as they're free from grease and oil, I can clean them pretty good just by using this here. This is Sunnyside muriatic acid, and that will clean them up pretty good. The only thing you have to do is, after you get done with the acid, you got to rinse them with a little baking soda and water to stop the acid from working on them. Otherwise they'll rust again. You might notice how that acid is starting to turn yellow. That shows you it's eating the rust out. Now that's just straight acid right out of the bottle. They use it for cleaning concrete, and they put it in swimming pools to change the pH of the swimming pool, I guess. I don't know what it's for, but it sure does a number on rust, and it doesn't take it very long. So I'll give this about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, and then I'll rinse them off and see how they look. Now these two straps look the same on this end, but this one been soaked in the muriatic acid. You can see most all the rust is gone from this end. I had about an inch of muriatic acid in there and took all that off. And left it in there about 20 minutes or so, and originally they were both just as rusty. So you can see it cleans them up pretty good, and then all you have to do is rinse it off with water and a little bit of baking soda, and that'll neutralize the acid. Now these are those screws that I had in the acid, and you can see that it cleaned them up pretty good. It maybe turned them a little bit black, but it did get the rust off of them. And now all I have to do is, I've neutralized them with baking soda, and maybe dip them in some Penetrol or something like that, and then they won't rust again. After they're dry, I'll dip them in Penetrol.